It clearly focuses the areas where resources are most needed because of the accessibility to the information. We can focus on the areas and allocate resources to those areas where they are most needed. It also encourages users' involvement in decision making, and that is very very important because those who have to use their feedback in the system, that can be said as the most important, and ERP also facilitates that. Then let us talk about the operational benefits that we obtain out of the ERP implementation. Increased sales, increased capacity, increased direct labor productivity, decreased purchase cost, decrease in obsolescence, decrease in direct labor, decrease in floor space, decrease in premium, decrease in quality cost, decrease in inventory, decrease in lost opportunity, those orders or opportunity which we might have lost. And we can see that if benefits in all these areas are obtained, then how the performance and the productivity of the organization will improve. And this also indicates that we are obtaining the benefits in the many areas, and these areas, those who are the promising one. Then let us talk about the typical features of an ERP system, that the ERP system that must include manufacturing, distribution and transportation, finance, services, projects, processes. So if all these functions they are facilitated, they have been made comprehensive, just we can imagine that how our performance and the productivity and quality of the system will be improved, and how we will be able to increase our outcome. Now, in order to have the successful implementation of ERP, some guidelines have been prescribed by the experts, and about these we must focus during the implementation, so that we should be able to obtain the better and better results. Understand the corporate culture in terms of readiness and capability for change, because large changes are required as compared to the existing system. So the existing conditions and the culture and also the capabilities of the organizations in the existing system, they are to be understood. They are to be understood. Let us not do anything in the hurry. Initiate preparatory efforts, the groundwork that should be prepared, so that mentally also all should be prepared for this. Change prior to implementation. Before implementation, the process change that must be begun, and so that during the ERP implementation and after that the actual operation, we should be able to work in the best way and the smooth way. Make a hard decision early and stick to them for the implementation. Some hard decisions and the confrontation we may have to observe. So for that, the hard decision may be made in the beginning or at the early stage, and one will have to stick to them. Identify and evaluate phase development strategy, because our in the phases when we want to implement that, the development strategies that should be identified and evaluated, so that the right strategy that can be adopted. Communicate continuously with all levels of users in business, because communication with all users, that is essentially, so that their feedback that should be taken into account during the work, and our system that can be developed in the best possible way. Set reasonable imputations and then communicate again. the reasonable imputations that must be set, and after that the communication between the concerned quarters that should be again, so that based upon the feedback and the work, the best planning and the best operation that can exist in order to have the better and better results. Provide superior executive championship for project implementation and ensure project manager, if capable of negotiation capabilities, or the senior management or the top management preferably, that should be involved in the implementation, so that we should be able to get the commitment, involvement and the cooperation from all the quarters, which is essential in order to obtain the best of the results. Select a good project methodology with measurement. There may be many methods. Out of them, the best one that must be selected, and the outcome that should be also measured continuously, so that our objective of obtaining the best of best results that should be fulfilled. Then users are to be trained, and they should be also provided the support and the necessary facilities for the changes. As after the change, some infrastructure and the other facilities may be required, so that should be also provided. Expect problems that may arise and ensure commitment to change during the change. Some problems that may be that may come should be anticipated, and the solution of that should be also planned in the early stage itself. Set up ERP implementation process with a feedback mechanism. The implementation process should be set up, and in this the feedback mechanism there should exist, so that the improvement from the learning experience that can be also ensured, and our planning and the work way of the work that can be also modified accordingly as per the need. Now, the similar lines, some checklist for the ERP implementation, they have been also identified by the experts, and they are as identification of needs for implementing ERP. What is the need that should be identified, so that that can be met? The situation of business currently that must be evaluated. Deciding upon the desired would be the situation of the business, where we want to go, the which position we want to adopt, that must be also decided. And re-engineering the business process. The business process will be re-engineered, or the BPR that we have to do in this case, so that this work should be carried out in this way, that we should be able to obtain the best to best result. Evaluation of ERP package. The ERP package that must be evaluated. Finalize the ERP package. These are the most important, because out of the many packages available in the market, we have to choose best and best one, which should be able to fulfill our needs, because this also requires the huge investment. That's why the focus on this area that is essential, and once we make large investment, after that it may be difficult for us to back out. Installing the requisite hardware and network. The hardware and network which are required, that should be installed, and finalizing the implementation consultant, and we may have to need some consultant in the implementation, that should be also finalized, and the consultant should be also competent and the appropriate one, because based upon him also the outcome will depend. Then the ERP strategies, they should be implemented, that how this should be implemented in the organization in order to obtain the best result, so that the best of the we should be able to sustain competitiveness and grow as per the objective of the requirements. Now, during the setup and the implementation stage of ERP system, what difficulties that may encounter? Based upon the past experience, they have been listed, and the corrective action should be taken in the advance. First, during the implementation stage, misunderstanding the ERP philosophy. Many times, management and people they misunderstand ERP philosophy. They have been shown some dreams or which may be away from the reality. So this, the true sense, the philosophy must be understood. Training problems. Many times because of the such problems, the results are affected. So all concerned, they should be trained in the better and better way. Workforce and organization problems. The workforce problems, the workforce, they may have the less commitment, they may have the less motivation, and organizational issues, they should also affect. So this we should take care. These are the very important. And with the existing system also, it should be compatible so that the least changes can be carried out. For the existing change system, preferably, that should be able to adopt this in the easier way. Hardware procurement, the right hardware that must be procured, and if not, the compatibility issue we may face. There may be the lack of coordination along all the team, and because of this also we may face many problems and the results may also be affected. Then during the operating stage, the during the operating stage, the need for adoption error caused by unfamiliarity with the software. Because in the beginning, because of the unfamiliarity of software, some some error in the adoption that may be observed, and these should be identified and dealt. Flexible manufacturing, that is the need or in the present conditions. So we should be able to obtain, and if there are issues in this as per the needs, they should be also solved. Problems in obtaining accurate data on time, because availability of the accurate data on the right time, that is essential. Many times we may not be able to obtain that, or we may face problems in that. So these problems, they should be also identified. Operator errors. Operator may also commit or cause some errors. So that should be taken care, particularly in the beginning. And the output which we obtain, that may be inconsistent quality wise and quantity wise. So in this case, the various issues that come, they should be also identified and taken care of. Regulations of organization, and also the regulation as per the regulatory authority outside organizations. They should be also very well taken care of, and work should be carried out accordingly. And the technical support wherever this is required, that should be given. Lack of technical support, that is also observed at many places, and because of that the results are affected. Lack of training, this is being observed frequently, so these should be also taken care of. Then during the follow-up and the monitoring stage, after the implementation or after the initial work, during the follow-up and monitoring control, we may also face problems. Problem caused lack of foresight in the design stage. Whatever at that stage The errors have been made intentionally or unintentionally or by any reason. We may have to face problems at this stage, and they should be also dealt in the best possible way. Need for organization change. The organizational changes, they are also required, and one should be able to have those accordingly. Out of date output, our output that may be outdated, that will be of no use. Out of order state of the system due to frequent changes in production plans, because as per the requirement the production plans will have to change, and because of that the system that may be out of order. So that sort of status that has to be avoided. Problem in monitoring module interference. In this area also we may face problems. So for that also the solution that must be planned. Insufficient software compared to system requirement. This is followed many times that after the system is purchased and implemented, it is found that that is not able to fulfill the requirement. And after that, we are also not in the position to do anything. And the organization, we may have to suffer losses. And at this that time, people blame their predecessors, and by which no useful purpose will be observed. Now, advantage of ERP system, that which we can obtain advantages: quicker completion of the processes. The process can be completed in the quick way. We have the single system, and work may become easy. Modular software that we obtain. We have the database for all the informations, and that also helps in our work. And to follow up and the track various tasks, that also become easier. And the globally data that can be managed nowadays, the organization, many organizations, they have become global, and they are global data that is available at every place, so that that can be used in order to obtain the better results. And let us say that, for example, Toyota is present globally. Apple and Samsung are also present globally. In this way, many organizations whose work in the global way is being going on, and that data is useful to be managed. Now, disadvantages that we have to face: substantial time and capital investment, because it may take substantial time and capital investment is also required. So the result or the outcome, that should also justify that. Complexity. Sometimes the system becomes complex, and which has to be avoided, and the reasons for that should be also identified and eliminated. The firms adopt processes to meet ERP system. So in this case also the firms, whatever the way they adopt processes, because in that also we may face problem. The lack of trained people, because availability of trained people is less at many areas, many places in the world. Internet issues also we may have to face, because this ERP system is highly dependent upon the internet and its speed, its availability. Now, post change of processes, the conventional way that may be entirely changed, and we have to adopt in those conditions. Now, the future of ERP. Now, the future of ERP is obviously large. Lines with SCM, CRM, and ERP, supply chain management, customer relationship management, enterprise resource planning. Along with these lines, that will continue to blur, and internet that will continue to help the organizations in integrating data and processes across functional departments. So that is much obvious. Interface, customizable employees browsers, that is also needed and that will exist in future. Wireless technology support a mobile workforce, that will of course come. So all these things, all these areas, they also require the good ERP system. So the future of ERP or the scope of ERP, there is the large, and the firms, they will have to adopt the ERP system. Large number of the organizations they have adopted, and large number of the organizations they are in the process, and those who have implemented this in the proper way, they have obtained the large benefits, and wherever there were faults or errors in the adoption of this system, they have to also suffer losses. So in this way, the ERP system, it is essential for the organizations to adopt, but that should be also adopted, and work on this that should be also carried out in a careful way, so that best of the best results, in order to meet and sustain competitiveness and to be ahead of their competitors, these objectives they can be fulfilled, and the objectives of the business organization or the service organizations, that can be obtained.